How's it? Sean from Combat Simulations. Welcome to the fourth scenario. This is the fourth scenario in the US campaign. It's called Red Castle. Alright, so before we get started, please subscribe to my channel. It's free. And also leave comments and suggestions. Watch my videos. It helps me out a lot, I promise. Okay, so this is the refit and rebuild screen. Alright, General, the campaign is at hour 45 and expected 90 hours. And we have 4,461 victory points available to spend. We have spent 4,234 victory points so far in this campaign. Our current force is at 92% of its original runners. 8% of our starting total has fallen out and needs 4 hours to recover fully. What do we decide? So this is what I did. I've decided to take all 4 hours and, of course, all the victory points, all to rebuild, because we need to do something. We're trying to keep the strength as high as we can. We don't want to lose anything here. And we've been getting good successes. I mean, a couple of decisive successes and a tactical success. So I'm decided to take everything. The next battle will be 8 hours long. Dawn is at 5:02 and dusk is at 21:23. The time is 100 hours. Next start time will be 500 hours. The cumulative victory points we have is 86,952, and it'll now be 86,810. And we do have we begin some temporary attached forces, auxiliary forces for this scenario, not campaign cores, to help us. And that's all that this is the summary of basically what we received and all this type of stuff. So I'm going to commit this. Okay. All right. So there's all those units have been recovered now. Yeah, there it is. It's Red Castle. Now I've already set everything up. Okay. So I've set everything up for the scenario. So I'm just going to pause the video and load up that one. Alright, so yeah, it all is. I've placed all the units. So again, this scenario with open fields, and there's a bit of the spaghetti where I've just sent some units on recon, reconnoiter down there, and I've placed everything. But I'll go through that now. Let's do the scenario briefing. Yeah, it's Red Castle. Okay, so there is no scenario briefing. It's just a player mission briefing for this scenario. Okay, General, our mission is to use Hell on Wheels to take more than our share of the victory points in this quick game. Each hour is at 500s, and we will have 8 hours to complete our mission. Dawn is at 5:02, and dusk is at 21:23. We do not have any off-map supporting assets available. Our starting area, assigned area, is bound by map columns 2 to 8 and rows 4 to 26. Okay, good. And then I'll go through the victory conditions with you. And there's a bit of the forces we're gonna fight against. Got quite a bit, 70 to 80 armored personnel and all this stuff. All right, let's look at the campaign victories. So there we are as we stand in the campaign so far. This is Red Castle. These are the victory points. Basically, that mission explained again, and our depot replenishment phase for the last battle, and then how we did the last battle, which was a decisive success. Open ground. All right, cool. Staff summary report. 92 is a success, decisive success we need to obtain. And contested battle will be 77%. 81%, and if we lose, a marginal loss is a 76% rating. We need 76% of the victory to have a marginal loss. At the moment, we have 30,000 worth of victory point locations. Let me go to where are we now? Victory points. Okay, so we have our starting victory points in users 20,000, and he's sitting at 13,000. You know what? I feel sorry for the service. They're probably going to get a clapping today again, because I mean, look at the open ground that they've got to go through. Okay, there is some gullies here. Okay, there's a little bit of help here. Okay, and there's a little bit of trees here. But geez, this is death over there. This is pretty much death. In here is death, and here he might put up a decent enough fight. But I honestly don't believe he's got enough points. He's got 13,191 points in units, victory points in units, against our 20, and we're on the defense. We're not assaulting. He's assaulting with this little force. Okay, I suppose it's because I suppose in the campaign, we've done so well in the campaign. I suppose over time, I would have been attrited down to probably about his level or lower. And that's how they probably designed this. But yet we've got such good. I had so many two decisive successes, a tactical victory. I mean, and I was able to rebuild those forces, those ones that are attrited. I was able to rebuild them. But we'll see at the end of the campaign how this thing figures out. The Soviets, the NATO, really is a defensive force. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization. It was designed not to attack, not to assault anything. It's designed to hold out, give trade ground for time, and to hold out while, if the war broke out, while the Americans and the British mobilized. It would take them 3 months to send over all their troops and all their formations and regiments and divisions, their full force. It would take about 3 months to send it after the war. So NATO was just a holding organization to try and hold out as long as possible while the Americans mobilized and the British. So that's why most of them on. If you watch there's a good video. I can't remember the guy's, well, the channel's name, but there's a video of a guy. They actually do what they call as a like plausible guesses. They do a 1981 or 82 scenario, 1989 scenario, where if there was a third world war in Europe at that time. And they play this whole thing out with all the troops, the numbers, the organizations, and it's fascinating to watch and see how the Pact and the Soviets do against NATO. And they do a whole plausible thing with the Air Force, the naval war, everything. It's done on like a animated map. Brilliant. You would just type Third World War and you'll see those videos there. And they play it out. And they play it out in detail. It's brilliant. There's a game, a really good game. One of the best, I think, if not one of the best ever made, was by Norm Kruger. It was called Red Lightning. If any of you know about it, remember it. It was out in the 90s, early 90s. What a good game that was. It wasn't tactical like this. It was operational, but it was this. It was NATO against the Warsaw Pact at that time, 82. I think the scenario was for 82 or 85. I can't remember. Geez, I played that game to death. What a good game. He was Norm Kruger was a ahead of his time. Ahead of his time. He designed that the TOW series, the art of operational warfare. TOW 1, 2, the 3 was by Matrix. And he also had a game called Age of Rifles. Also awesome game. He was the first one, if I can be correct about this. He brought the idea of contained units. This type of thing. The icon is a contained subunits. Like this is a contained unit. Before the games, they were like the war games were like board counters, where you had the counter and you see the information on there, but there's nothing really inside it. And you look up tables like these combat result tables, but there was nothing going on inside it. He was the first one, if I'm not mistaken, in the war games to bring in I could be wrong, to bring in these self-contained units, where these units, like in red lighting, you'll see the units are self-contained, and you could see the art of operational warfare, where he designed that came from he was the roots in the red lightning and the HO rifles, where the units inside, if you look at the division, and the inside was a complete organization, like infantry, tanks, horses, supply units, HQ units, machine guns, but all detailed in squads. And this unit would fight around and get readiness, lose readiness, and all this type of stuff. Now that thing was so realistic, that idea behind it, because it makes, and all those troops, all those entities inside, they would fight and they would be played out, simulated in when it came into combat. That I'm sure he was the father of this thing. Yeah, self-contained use. Before, the war games were like board counter. They weren't. There was nothing going on. They weren't simulated so well. Like the board games today, they're not in. If you look at the counters, they're not self-contained inside. There's nothing going on inside the counters. And he was the first one to bring this real. I was the first time when I played Red Light. I thought, geez, this is unbelievable. You could go into these counters like you can do here, and you could see all the bits and pieces. But more involved in this just gives you the weapons there. You had all the little infantry in there, and they were all represented. And when you fought, all those losses were taken into account. Yeah. Another good modern combat simulation, and one of the best ever made, is Harpoon. So if you're interested in naval warfare, that is a fantastic. That thing's got the first one I got. I played to death. I finished that thing. It was only 12 scenarios, and you couldn't. I think you could play as either the Russians or, depending on the scenario, like this. And finished that quickly. It was like in 2 days. It was so good. And they brought in they've got sort of Harpoon 2, Harpoon 3, and then there's the commanders. If you want to get on Matrix, I mean that's really, really, really. Don't be fooled by the graphics of those games. Those games are dynamite. They're dynamite when it comes to simulations, realistically portraying real actual battlefields, and how tactical combat works. They don't make games as good as that today. The games today are very flashy, lots of graphics and whatever, but there's nothing usually going on inside there. Anyway, that's my little bits and pieces. I thought I'd just come out with that. I started with the Norm crew and thing, and then explaining the data thing. Then so I just went off on a bit of a tangent. Anyway, cool. Let's just get back to where we are. Yeah, okay. So we have all the hexes. Let me just give you an idea. Okay, so we've got everything. A lot of hexes down here. A lot of victory points down here. There's 4,000, 3, 5, 3, 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5 over there, 4,000 over there, 3,500 there. So what have I done? And I'll just be brief about this. We've got the same order of battle we had with before, except we've been given some auxiliary units. A couple of scouts came with it, and some tanks came with it. It was these guys over here. This tank cavalry regiment has a couple of scouts, and then it's got a couple of tanks. Okay, and I added them in here. So what have I done with this entire force? I put 3 companies. Yeah, I put the bulk of it here. I put 3 companies here of mechanized infantry. I put about 5 companies of tanks, all on hold in here, and guarding all these various approaches here to this, because I know he's going to hit here. He's over here. Let me just show you. He's over here. This is where he is majority. So he's got a long way to go there, but you never know. So this is where I've put the majority of the forces, and here especially, because I know you come down here. So we're gonna hold, and I've dumped all the scouts in them, most of them. I've blown these bridges. I'm blowing these 2 bridges. Let me give you an idea. There we go. These bridges here, I'm gonna blow. Okay, and I've put the majority. I put those companies in there with mortars and anti-air and everything. I put some tanks over here with one company of mechanized infantry, and 2 companies here of mechanized infantry, just holding out this various area. I've got no infantry over here. Just mainly this armored regiment. Where is it now? Where are we now? Oh, now I'm losing it. Yeah, this armored regiment. This armored regiment. Mainly they're holding this. And I'm not too worried because, I mean, geez, I don't have any infantry here, but God, he's got to make this field. This is a killing field. He's got to make it across there. And then I put a elite recce there, and I've sent one to, if you see here, to there, just to keep an eye open here, if anything. But the bulk of the tanks there, because of the open field. And then I put infantry and tanks in here guarding these gullies and this way. So if he comes down here, if he's going to come down, he's going to run into this. If he decides he wants to come down here into the town, he's got to go through this first. And this has got 3 tanks and Bradleys and 1 company. If he decides to come across the field in the backside here, I've got tanks waiting for him here. So I've covered all my bases. Geez, you know what? I don't want to be overconfident, but I think the Soviets are going to take a clapping today. I don't know if they can come through this field. He has his best opportunity, obviously, through the trees and whatever, so that it's close range. It'll help him. I've also shot some mines. So I'm making his day really bad. Mine's there, mine's there, mine's there. Mine's over here, and of course mine's over there to cover all of that. That's it. That's it. I'm ready for the fight. Let's look at the cycles. So the electronic hindrance warfare is high. So if we change our orders, we're just not going to get. I've sort of committed these tanks over here. To be honest, we're not going to get. We're not going to get from here to there to save that place. So it's kind of like we're committed, and we're not going to get from here to there. Okay, it's not going to be in the time to save these asses. But I've put almost all the scouts in with the infantry here to help them. And I've got everything in here. I've got 5 sections of tanks in here, all in good lines aside. So, yeah. And the anti-air's all parking in there. All right, so it's 30 minutes for our cycles, and it's 28 minutes for his. We have 64 orders an hour, which means I think my HQ will be left alone for a little bit of time. And it's an 8-hour scenario. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. It's July the 24th. And it's dawn, haze, fog. Its visual is 2.5 kilometers. All right, let's fight. Oh, good vision. Now we need the good vision. We need the good vision. It's all my mines coming through. It's killing fields. Hope this weather keeps up because we need it. And this is bad for him. Bad for his helicopters, everything. Good to these scouts go up like these helicopter scouts. They go up and they get your positions, which is why you need to shoot them out of the sky quickly, because not only are these dangerous, but the Hinds come in here and they reconnoiter your place, and then he starts bombing. Then you see where his bombing starts coming. Yeah, see, there's my recce car getting taken out. All these recce's must try and take them out as soon as possible, because these are the things that it's got those multiple rocket launchers, those things. Oh. Now I want to put some smoke down. See, damn, I lost my recce guy. Aeroplane. Oh. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to put these scouts, on hold there because I want them to bolster. They mustn't run away. Then I'm going to throw some smoke. Now, keeping these recce's, just to keep an eye there, because the elite recce's have got good vision. And the vision's good for us, bad for him. Bad omen for the Soviets with this type of vision. 5,000 meters. Oof. Long range killing fields. He needs bad weather. Yeah, so let's just toy this thing. I'm going to throw some smoke. And I want one there. And I'm just going to leave that at 2 and 3 because I want to do each one. And I want one. In fact, you know what? Let me use this mortar for smoke screen. One there. And I'll leave it as 2 and 3 because I'm going to plan that. This guy, yeah, you can shoot the one there. This guy, because I want one smoke screen over there. Okay, and then 2 and 3. So I'll arrange them now. So he's spying and he's moving. And I also want his smoke on this side because I know he's going to come down there. On call, and let's go a smoke screen in the middle. And then I want a second one on the hill. Okay. And third one there. Okay, so let's arrange this. Right, let's put this all around here. I want some smoke here too. Alright, so you're going to fire one there, and you're going to help out your buddy here on the hill here, and there. Okay, if you can. Right? You are going to help out this guy over there, that hill. And you're going to help out his buddy over there. And your second one is going... Oh, just I did put one on him. I don't want to put two on him. No. And then you are going to put a no. Hang on. Let me just double check here to make sure I put everybody's bombs. Be careful. Okay. Alright, so I've done this basically part here. So you are going to put one there. Where's you got a second one here? You've got one on the hill. Alright, you've got two on the hill. And you've got that one. And I put the other partner over there. I'm just checking here. Just to make sure I cover everybody. Okay, so that's perfect. And then you are shooting there, and you are shooting there. I'm going to put a third one over there. And a third one on that hill. I should actually put two on that hill. The second one there. In fact, I'm going to put him on that hill there. And I'm going to put the third one in front here. Yeah. And there we go. And the third one. Now, nothing's missing. Everybody's shooting, I hope. If I get this all done. And you are doing your bits and pieces, yeah. Where are you? And you're throwing a gun, those, and then on there. Okay, I hope that all works out. Oh, just checking to make sure everything goes. Because I don't want to duplicate smoke. Okay, good. So that's sorted. That's all I want to do. There's nothing else I want to do, yeah. I think we'll just sit in Ballasbuck and wait. Let's fight. Everything fine. You know, I was thinking of blowing this bridge here. But I'm not going to blow it just yet. Because I don't know what's going on. So, down this side. Just do the smoke for me. That's important. I hope you're doing my smoke, eh? Oh, this mortar, yeah. I forgot to use his smoke. I should have used his smoke as well. Forgot about him. Oh god, that's a neutralizer. That's my anti-air gone down there. Well, he only got one. Can you believe it? Usually that thing is dead. Yeah, one smoke there. Smoke there. Front. Because it's on level ground, so you don't have to put it on the top. I'm hoping that's gonna... Yeah. Brilliant. They're covered on that road. I don't know how long it lasts, but smoke doesn't last long. He's coming with his wreckage just to find out what's going on here. It's really what it is. These big boys are coming down now. He's got a force coming down this little aisle here. No, because he's on the hill there. We're not running out of smoke. I love it. What's coming up the top here? Keep an eye on this. Oh, he's sending a little recce up there. Okay, good. Yeah, now, he's firing another smoke. Okay, he's firing a smoke. Smoke out of there. He's out of smoke, I'm sure. And he's out of smoke. Okay, good. And he's still bombarding a smoke. One on there. He needs to finish that up. Okay, good. Now, I think these Hinds, I'm not sure if the Hinds, I think these Hinds and the recon units have thermal imaging. There are a couple of, one or two units from the Soviets that do have thermal imaging, but the majority, the tanks don't have it. I know that for a fact. Yeah, this is, okay, but you just stay on screen there. Alright, where's your mortar guy? There's a mortar guy here. Or there was one. Was it this? No. Didn't I put a mortar guy here? I thought I'd put a mortar guy here. I thought I had. I thought there was a mortar guy here. This is a Vulcan. Okay, no, he stays on screen there. Oh, there. This is him. Yeah, this is the mortar guy. Yeah, I actually want some smoke in front here as well. I'm just trying to think where. Yeah, let's put one there. I wonder how far this goes. Yeah, I wanna. Let's put one there, 2 and 3. Yeah, in front there. Just to cover this road here, because this is low ground, so you can put it on the low, because nothing can see past it. I hope. Oh, maybe I'll put it closer. Put it like this, 2 and 3. Other way around though. I want the second one there, and then there. Yeah, I don't. This is all open ground. Cover this area here, so they can shoot. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do it like this. Do it like this. There. Cover this area coming in here. All right. So I think that's it. I think we fired that. All right. Good. That's all. I'm going to leave everything on call. And there's those guys on hold. Just checking. Make sure everybody's on hold. Yeah. All right. Let's go. Yeah. He wants my AA guy there. Yeah, he's like neutralizing these guys. So there's the AA gone. That wasn't my first fire. Oh, that was one of those. That was the second fire. Okay. See, the smoke is not. It's helping a bit. No, he's coming down here as well. He's trying to come down this gully. I don't know why these guys aren't shooting here. They should be able to see. Okay, so this little route here is gonna. Are these guys shooting anywhere? I just wanna just adjust this. No, he's on. Where's he bombarding? Oh, there. No, no, no. I want you on this road here. In fact, I actually want you to do a incendiary and improve munition there and there. Yeah, actually there. I'm gonna make it like this. I'm gonna put it down this road here. There and down that road. But I'm gonna delete this one. And I'm going to delete that one because I don't want to waste incendiaries. And you are also going to throw on that road. I wonder if I must do an incendiary. I think you bomb that road. And you, yeah, no, you can move. Get out of the firing line. Everybody's on hold. Everybody's holding their bridges. Holding as hard as they can. Alright, let's go. In fact, I like him there. I'm gonna put him back in there so he can give me some more sight. Alright, let's blow. Let's shoot. Hey, he wants to neutralize that little O's there down there. They're gonna die. But they all dug in, so they should hold out, and they got good readiness. But you're gonna lose when he shoots his multiple rocket launchers, but he's not killing so many. Hey, one. Use that. Oh, shit. Smoke gone. Shooting these guys on this side. Right, so he's making a beeline down here. That's why I got this tank over there. He's got to make it through this killing zone over here. Now, let me have a look here. What are we? 3-8, and he's killed 425. Okay, he's got to make it down here. Got some of those covering here, and he might be trying to make it, but he's got to get through this gauntlet, and this is just death. All in hold, down on the open field here. There's nothing else I want to do. I think I'm going to... Where are you bombing? No, bomb over there. Yeah. And I'm just going to keep everything... Is this guy still got smoke? No, he's out of smoke. I think everybody's out of smoke. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to leave these guys... Where are you advancing? Okay, you're going back. Alright, good. Alright, let's hit it. Happy days are over. Gone is the smoke. At least we dug in though. We are in the open. Where is he shooting now? It's on my HQ, is it? There's nothing going on over here. He came with a little recce force over there. He's running away now. He's decided this field is just too much death in this field. Only worries when they run out. You know, you got these Abrahams and these Bradleys, but they run out of The problem is they run out of ammo, and then you're in shit. Okay, let's just have a look. All right, so let's have a look. Oh, okay. So this is. I don't know if I should shoot anything. I pretty much trust the AI shooting in this game. He does a pretty good job behind your back. He covers your ass quite nicely. Um, yeah. Let's do one on there, and let me just see behind the smoke. He's trying to cross the river there. He's trying to cross. What he's doing. He's going in here, there, and he's on a minefield now. I wonder if I should shoot it. I'm going to shoot that on there, and maybe put an incendiary on there as well. I'll put him on call, and I'll hoy in. Oh, shit. Okay, has he still got incendiaries? Okay, I'll put him on call, and I'll throw an incendiary over there, an improved munition on there. Hopefully it'll catch him before he there's nothing on this side, before he decides to, yeah, everybody's on hold. Alright, let's play. Let's go. Just too late. I'll get one on there now, because I'll throw the incendiary on there now if he's got some more incendiaries. Might not need it, because those are doing a good job there. Now he's on resupply here, this guy over here. So he's shot out all his bullets here. So I might have to move this tank across here. Because he's beelining down here. But he's still got to cross this river. He's not gonna... 7,800. He's almost combat ineffective. That's over half. It's going to be combat ineffective now. Why is he moving? Why is this tank? Oh, is he run out of... He's probably going to resupply. That's the only problem you've got to watch out for with the NATO. They shoot so much, they kill so much, and there's so much to kill that... Alright, he's moving to the side. There's so much to kill that you run out of ammo in critical places like here for a moment. I thought he was coming down there and he's like resupplying. So it's always that's the only problem you face in this type of scenario with NATO, is running out of ammo. He's still got some tanks coming down. He's seen a resupply. Now when they're in resupply, they're in low ammo. They still shoot, but they shoot, their rate is reduced big time. Yeah, she's got this force coming down here, and they're coming in here. Luckily, I put this guy there. I've got this guarded here. If he wants to come in here, he's going to die. But, yeah, I think he's going... I don't know where he's going. He's deciding what he's going to do. Hopefully he doesn't come back down here. See, this ammo situation. These are on resupply, and they're going to resupply at 6:29, so that's a few minutes still. That's about 10 minutes or so. And the same thing with this guy. He's going to resupply at 6:43. He's even later. These other guys are still on hold. But, yeah, it can get a bit hairy here. These guys are still fine. But he's not. He's coming down here. Okay, let's just see who I'm shooting here. He's moving. Okay. He's not. He's on call. And he's moving. Alright, good. Now I'm going to shoot. Neutralizing. 1, 2, and 3. Let's see if I won't be able to catch them with those 3, but we might get something there. I don't know. Alright, let's go. And because the electronic hindrance is so high, some mines over there. This area is coming through, it's just wasting his time. This would be a better move down here. But he's got to clear this force up first. We got something from that. Yeah, sitting up there. Oh, how much has he killed of ours? 8-6. And he's killed 983 points. Okay, and we've killed 8-6. He must be almost finished now. He's got 13,000. I think we're gonna close him up now. You've recovered. Thank goodness for that. You've got all your energy back. You're still going at 43. And when are you recovering? 15 ammo. Head off. Oh, no. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, so we'll keep this. This is just gonna be death there. He's brought nothing down here. I put my whole, almost, it was over half my army over here. Just in case. Do I want to do anything? You guys, when are you resupplying? No, you're on hold. You're resupplying also at whatever time. You can take your time to resupply, and these guys are resupplying. These guys are all on hold here. They're guarding this little gully here. You can't cross the river. He's got to build a bridge. So it gives us some time. Now go into the town to get cover. Anything else I want to do? Yeah, no. Let's just this little force is the only real force. He's going down, which is great. So he's going to cross this whole thing here, and this guy's resupplying now. I think we can go ahead for the next one. Oh, I should have changed him. I didn't check where he was going. Yeah, no, it was coming. I thought he'd get clubbed today. There was no chance he was going to make it through here. Oh, okay, let's end it. Let's put him out of his misery. I know I'm gloating here. Alright, there's all his. Yeah, I do wish to save it. Yes. And we'll make it. It's going to be the fifth one, right? So we'll make it campaign 5. Yeah. Okay, so it's been saved. Yeah, wipeout, complete shutout. 9,000 against 900. And he got no victory points, and we had 30,000. Yeah, and this is we finished with 4 or 5, so we got the last one coming up after this. And he had nothing left. He just Even with half my army, a quarter, maybe, maybe a third of my army, I cleared him out. That's because, and these oaks didn't even fire shots. Some of these oaks, and this oaks either. Um, yeah, weather, 5,000 meters, death to the Soviets. Open grounds, death to the Soviets. I promise you, they are finished. The Warsaw Pact cannot compete in open ground. They have to take all their tanks are just not good enough. And I'll be honest here, the T-80s and whatever is just not. But that's why they and they were favored. I mean, the Warsaw Pact realized this. That's why they built like with against NATO. If you look at their tank counts, if you watch that video I was talking about, their tank counts are like 5 times more than NATO because they realize they're going to lose tanks like hell. Even their latest tanks, no thermal imaging, decent tanks with these tube missiles, these T-80Us now. I think these also had the tube missile with the sniper and just 90 points. I mean, if you look at the Abrams against the 142, so almost, well, I wouldn't say double, but a little bit more than double. I'd say a little bit more than double, because these guys, these Bradleys, NATO is difficult to assault with because their units are fragile. They're very delicate. They've got these little 8 units where the Warsaw Pact comes in with 22 units in a company, in a platoon. But on defense, open grounds, and the weather. Weather's important. The weather favors the Soviets because once they get up close, like I said before, and they're right in front of you, then all the technical advantages fly out the window because then it just becomes a shootout with numbers, and then they will just wipe you out. We only got 4 little tanks, but long range, on hold, dug in, Overwatch. Soviets are just dead, man. Look at this. Look at this. He tried. I mean, I wouldn't. I'd hate to have been the Soviets here, but there's so little forces against this power here, coming here trying to get, and there's no real cover for him. Except down, I would have come down this gully. I probably would have, if I was playing the service, I'd come down this gully and I'd try and get into that gully. But then again, in this gully, he just, NATO, the NATO unit, he just puts 2 NATO units in here, or recce's in here, and he's scoured at you. And in this gully, it's great. It protects you from this side of the open air, but then it's all open terrain. So then the artillery starts to bomb in there in open terrain, and it's even if he comes down here in the gully, he might be protected because you can't see him. But once you get sighted, then the artillery does its work. Then artillery blow you to shit because this is all open. There's no cover here. It's 20% cover, like in the open over here. So yeah, I'd hate to be in play as the pact here. I don't think they were. I think the battle was over before it started. I mean, really, there was nothing going on here. He had no chance. All right, so who's the MVP here? Reported kills and claimed. Let's have a look here. I think we shared the love all over the place. 39, as far as I can see. So if I can find him. Who is 39? It's the 2nd D, 3rd Battalion, 41st IR. 2nd D, 3rd Battalion, 41st IR. Let's see if I can remember that. 41st IR. It's the 2nd D. 2nd D. I don't know if it was this. Let me just check. It's that one. Let's just see if it is that one. Oh, hang on. Let me go and make sure that I get the count. I think it's this guy, yeah. Reported kills and claims. 39. Where are we? 39. Yeah, it's... Yeah, 2 recce, 19 tanks. It's this guy. 10 APCs. 17 infantry. 39 total points. It's this guy over here. 19 tanks. How many tanks did we destroy in total? 78. Yo, this guy over here. Well, he was the one blocking, because this is where we really came. He didn't really come down here. He had a little bit going on here, his helicopters, and then he brought a little bit down here. But this is where he tried to come, which is, I mean, give him a gap here. It's probably the best place on the battlefield to try and come. But when you're up against this, and I got a force in here, this is just, jeez. And then the mines and everything, it was just over before it began. Sorry for the Soviets. The AI did his best here. Did a good job. He tried his best, but he had nothing, man. He had nothing to fight this fight with. Nothing. He didn't bring anything really of significance. I mean, 20,000 units in points in victory values. And remember something, the NATO units are worth more than the Soviet units. So he needs a large victory point unit count against yours. Like the first scenario, we had 28. There was he starting to get an edge over us. 28,000 against our 18. There was the edge. Because you need about 10,000 more units to just compete, in this type of fight. About 10,000 more, even 20,000 more. And then the fight would have been on. I can tell you, the fight would have been on. But with the 13,000 and assaulting, like almost just a little bit more than half of mine, it wasn't going to work out. All right, yeah, I think that's it. Brilliant game, fantastic game. Playing the campaigns, really enjoying them. I think there's 4 campaigns. I'm going to play them all, right from all of them. The next one is the Red Hammer campaign. That's on the Soviet side. I'm really looking forward to that because I love playing the Soviets. The Soviets are a blast. Yeah, and get it on Steam. It's worth every penny. All right, I think that's it. Sean from Combat Simulations. Please subscribe to my channel. It's free. And leave comments, suggestions, and watch my videos and like my videos. Helps me a lot, I promise. All right, until our next campaign fight, good day on you.